Welcome to Season 6, Episode 2 of the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. I'm TJ Finn, Chairman of the Board for the Heart of Texas Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Connie Schrader, Mayor of the City of Bastrop.
This is going to be a cool episode.
And we're in our Easter clothes.
That's right, we're Easter ready.
I am so glad that we have Pastor Phillip Cole with Calvary Baptist Church as one of our guests.
Absolutely. And then we also are going to meet the new owners of the Sugar Shack, Natasha and Xavier Wells. And so I'm so excited to introduce the community to these amazing people.
And they have a very unique background.
They do. Stick around and find out.
We are here with Phillip Cole with Calvary Baptist Church, and we are so thankful that you're here with us today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with both of you.
It's an exciting Monday after a great event.
Yeah, we just got done with our Easter extravaganza, and we had, of course, the extravaganza is our big Easter egg hunt for our communities. We have, again, our church campus in Smithville as well as Bastrop, and so both locations held our extravaganza, and it really is such a fun event because people from not just those communities, but all over Bastrop County will come to participate in those events. So hundreds of people, thousands of eggs, a lot of fun, a lot of cleanup, and so a lot of rest afterwards to get geared up for Easter.
Love it. I love it so much. And Pastor, first of all, thank you for being here because I know you're probably exhausted from all this going on. But I loved when I first talked to you, you mentioned, we, instead of having one big giant church, we want to have churches available in different areas. And I really thought that was a unique concept, right? Because a lot of churches are like, we're going to build this one church. But tell me a little bit about your thoughts on that and, tell our audience.
Absolutely. So, every church is different, and we just believe God gives different visions to different churches. And so for us, it was just, our vision for our church really is to change the world. And that means the world globally, but also think about your pocket of your world. So where you work, your community, your neighborhood, all of those different places, in your home, with your family, that's your world.
Absolutely.
And we want to be world changers. And so the way that we do that is we demonstrate the love of God, we declare the good news, and we make disciples near and far. So for us to be able to fulfill that vision, we just thought it went against that vision to think, what if we built a place and had 1,500 people here? Instead, to equip our people to fulfill that vision, we thought, what if we built up those people, equipped them, trained them to go out, and instead of having one place with 1,500 people, what if we had 5 places with 300 people? And then you're reaching different neighborhoods, different areas. You're sending people out, equipping them. And two, honestly, Bastrop's such a cool place. I've been here since 2007, fell in love with it. My wife and I, we don't want to live anywhere else. And so but one of the things that's unique to this place, despite its massive growth, is the community and the connection. And you can really build relationships here. Absolutely. And those relationships can get lost in big churches. So we just thought if you have these smaller churches with 300 people in them, where you can still have good old-fashioned potlucks and you can connect with one another and see each other and establish and build relationships. So that's kind of the direction that we really feel like God has sent us into the communities around here and into this
That's one of the things that I'm always so pleased about is that Bastrop's a friendly place.
Absolutely.
Whether it's the city of Bastrop or Bastrop County, somebody's going to say hi to you.
Absolutely.
You're going to feel like you've come home. And I know that people have different struggles and even want to rejoice with other folks. I believe that we're called to community.
Yes.
And I think very often we have a Jesus-shaped hole and people try to fill it with all kinds of things. Yeah. But if they'll go to church, and it sounds like at your church, you're wanting to make sure everybody knows they have a home.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, if you go by either of our locations, the thing on our sign says, welcome home.
There you go.
We just want people to know that they're loved, they're not alone. And we always just preach, we preach the gospel in Jesus. But the other thing that we refuse to let people do is to believe that they're okay or that they have it all together, because let's be honest, nobody has it all together. And so we're just a bunch of broken people trying to walk towards Jesus together as best that we can. And we hope that people feel welcomed in whatever condition or circumstances that they find themselves in, to know that they're going to be loved, that they're going to be welcomed, and that we're just going to try to make our way together.
So people have to put the extravaganza on their calendar for next year.
Yeah.
But if they want to come to Calvary, what time do they need to come by?
It's a great question. Get your pen and paper ready, because we have We have 7 different services, 2 locations, and 2 different languages. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us
If the
where they
test
can
is
go.
on.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
Tell us the website they can go to find
You
out.
can go
all
to
this
CBC
information.
Family, cbcfamily.net. We'll have all of the information there. Remember, we're 2 campuses, 1 family, many places. So at our Bastrop location, there will be a 9 o'clock, a 10:15, and an 11:30 service. At Smithville, which is where I teach, we will have an 8:30, 9:45, and 11 o'clock service. And then we do have a Spanish church that meets at our Bastrop campus. It's called Calvario, and they meet at 11:30 there.
So what you've just told us all, particularly since it's only about 15 minutes between Bastrop and Smithville, if you wake up on Sunday morning and you're looking for a church service, you can find one at Calvary Baptist.
Absolutely.
I love that. And so your Easter services, is there anything specific?
Yeah, so we're going to be, right now we're in the middle of a series called I Am, where we're looking at, all throughout the book of John, Jesus says, I am the bread of life, I am the good shepherd, I am the gate, I am all of these different things. And so we're doing that because a lot of people know about Jesus but don't know Jesus. And there's a difference. We're conditioned to having impersonal relationships, not personal relationships. Mm-hmm. And our fear is, for a lot of people, they have an impersonal relationship with Jesus, that you know a lot about him, but you haven't really experienced him personally. And Jesus tells us who he is. And so we're going through that, and we're going to end on Easter where Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life. Because you're right, a lot of people are trying to fill a void in their hearts with so many other things that they think will give them life. But ultimately, it's Christ Jesus that gives us that eternal hope, that life. It's a foundation for us.
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of misconceptions about church. People think, like you said, they think they have to be perfect to go to church. Yeah. And that's not what the Bible says. It says, what does it say? Bring me. You're heartbroken, you're hungry, you're weak, bring that. That's what we're after. Because if you're perfect, well, God's already got you. You don't need much help.
And you're lying to yourself.
And you're not going to like our church, that's for sure. So Jesus came for the sick, he came for the sinner. And so that's what we want to be a place for. We're not a Hilton, we're a hospital.
There you go.
So we want to be that for people.
Wait, you're not making fun of Hilton, are you?
No, I love the Hilton.
I am the Hilton here in Bastrop.
So if you're looking for a home on Sunday morning, check out Calvary Baptist Church. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you very much.
At Genesis Laser Aesthetics here in Bastrop, Texas, we offer the most advanced technology in facial rejuvenation and body contouring. With pelvic floor strengthening, M-Cella is an FDA-approved treatment for urinary incontinence. M-Sculpt Neo can reduce fat by 30% and increase muscle mass by 25%. How about a facelift without needles, surgery, or downtime? Don't drive to Austin. Our friendly staff will be glad to set up a free consultation. 512-581-5016.
So we're here with Natasha and Xavier Wells, and they are the new owners of the Sugar Shack here in Bastrop. And we're so excited that you guys have, come to talk to us, because I tell you, Sugar Shack means a lot of things to a lot of people here in Bastrop. My husband is your best customer.
Well, and I have to mention that Mayor Pro Tem Drusilla Rogers, and I have served together on council for 4 years. So, I'm so proud of Drusilla. There's not a lot of women that have owned their own business, a successful business for that length of time.
Absolutely.
And she's very proud to be turning it over to you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's exciting. So tell us what you have in store for the Easter holidays. I know y'all have all kind of goodies. We want to know what we can stuff into those Easter baskets.
Well, as we try to keep up Drusilla's legacy, which is really hard, but we're getting there. We're also trying to introduce some new ways of doing stuff. So as far as like our hand-dipped Oreos. We try to do it this way.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And this is kind of like Easter themed. You know, we have our blue and our pink. Some has nuts and sprinkles.
Yum.
We have our new hand dipped Rice Krispies.
Oh my goodness, you're killing me.
I know, they look really good, don't they?
They do look really good.
So these are some of the things that we are trying to introduce as far as the handmade products. But we do have other new offerings that we are willing to show up in the Sugar Shack. I'm sure you can talk about that.
We are also going to be bringing in cotton candy. And so you can get it 7 days a week from open to close. Open to close, many different flavors. We're also going to be baking cookies on site, so we can do ice cream cookie sandwiches.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And
I hope my husband isn't listening.
and then one of the last things, it's become really popular. We want to bring it into the Sugar Shack, is a cookie dough. So scoopable cookie dough, you can get it like ice cream, pair it with your ice cream.
Oh my God.
Nice.
I felt my diabetes go blood sugar through the roof.
So I have a question that I'm dying to ask you. What
Yes.
makes someone wake up and say, I'm going to buy a candy store?
Well, my day job, I actually work for Austin Police Department.
I heard that.
Yeah. I'm an instructor. I'm an instructor at the academy. And my wife was, up until very recently, also a police officer at Austin Police Department. And we were just looking to transition. And so we were doing a lot of research, and we came across the Sugar Shack. And it doesn't take much looking around on the internet to understand just how big of a staple the Sugar Shack is in this community. And we're like, what better opportunity do we have than to jump into something like this?
It's terrific.
That's amazing. I didn't realize that. Did you say you were a police officer?
Yes.
And you train police officers?
Yes.
How do you go from that to candy?
I still have to find out how he hurt his foot. But
I'm she's a police officer. Now I'm more convinced that he might have smarted off. No, but I think it's amazing that you guys are going to be part of our community. And you will find that everyone in this community loves the Sugar Shack. And they will love you, and they will pull you in and make you a part of this amazing area.
We've definitely
and,
gotten that, for sure.
You know, Connie has really done an amazing job in Bastrop, in the city of Bastrop, making sure that everybody feels part of their community. And I think a lot of that goes to you, because you do that for the businesses that come in. You always make sure that they feel like they're part of this community. And we all love it here. I'm not from Bastrop. I came here in 2017, and in 2018, I bought a house in Tahitian Village. I originally moved to Cedar Creek, which is Bastrop County as well. And then in December of 18, I bought a house. And I tell you what, this community just made, I mean, look, we're here doing a show about the community. How much more, could they make you feel a part of what's going on? So I'm just excited for you guys. And I'm excited for them Oreos. That's a unique, so you know what the thing that I like about the Sugar Shack, especially during Easter time, is you can find really unique types of candy that you can't find anywhere else, right? Some of the old favorites, not that we're old, but the older favorite candies are there, and things that my grandson might never be introduced to if we didn't have the Sugar Shack there for those offerings. So it's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Welcome to the community.
Thank you
We
so much.
wish you nothing but success.
Thank you.
You'll find that there's families that have traditions, whether it's the first day of school or going to the dentist or a first haircut. The Sugar Shack is a staple. They got to stop by and reward themselves and celebrate. So welcome to the community. We're
Thank you.
so glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Connie, that was an amazing episode.
So inspiring. Pastor Cole makes me want to go to church at Calvary Baptist Church.
Absolutely. And I love that they have so many different options, right? Because maybe you're not a 8 a.m. riser on a Sunday.
Need
I know
some
I'm
flexibility.
not. Absolutely. I love that. And how about Natasha and Xavier? What nice people to have in our community.
I only have one problem, TJ. I don't know if I can exercise enough to eat one of those Oreos every day.
Oh, I don't know, but we'll try. Can we just say we did?
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. I tell you guys, don't miss an episode of the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. Check us out on YouTube under the Heart of Bastrop, or go to theheartofbastrop.com. You can watch all the episodes back to season 1. We'll see you guys next week.